Okay? That's just what we're going to do. Alright, so today we're going to do our social studies lesson, and we're going to talk about being a good citizen and what that means to our community. But first of all, we have to talk about what is a community. Can you raise your hand if you have an idea what a community is? What's your community? What do you think it is? No. A community is like where you live. So we have the towns of Wathena is one community. The town of Elwood is another community. But we have a school community of Riverside, don't we? So we're going to talk about our community as a classroom. Because within our school community of Riverside, we have our specific classroom, and we're all a community. Because we come in and see each other every day. We learn together every day.
Make friends?
We make friends in our communities, yes. So, if we are part of a community, we care about it, and we want to help our community, right?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, so then it gets better. So we're going to talk about how we can help and serve our community within our class.
So we're just gonna do like a regular math, but it's gonna be like on our math papers.
Yeah, math is going to be later today. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So, first off, I will demonstrate some things, and we'll run through a couple of, we'll call them skits, about what a good citizen does in their community. First of all, a good citizen is a person within our community. So Kamani is a citizen of our classroom community, right? But would one of our other kindergarten friends from Miss Phillips' class or Miss Olivia's class, would they be part of our classroom community?
No.
No. But they're part of our Riverside community.
Yes.
Yeah. So, we're going to do some quick acting skits. And I'm going to call on Jace, who's going to come up here. And Nyla, you can come up and join me. Over here, we're going to do some acting skills. All right, you two come here. I'm going to whisper something in your ear because we're going to act it out. And then they're going to tell us if we're being a good citizen of our community or a not so good citizen of our community, okay?
Okay, this is gonna be funny, I guess. I did that.
Alright. So we're going to pretend we're in the hallway. Alright, so you're going to do a U-turn and show us how we should walk down the hall. Walk straight over to the left. Alright. How did they do walking in our hallways at school?
Good.
Yeah, they did great. So do you think that's a good way to be a good citizen
Yes.
of our school and classroom community?
Yes.
Yeah. So if they are walking like that down the hallway, they're respecting learning, aren't they? So that's helping our school community because they're not distracting other people or other classrooms. All right? And for demonstrating. And now Trey's going to come up here and be in my skit.
It's probably gonna be
Hey, you're setting them out basics. Let's see what you're doing. All right.
No, he was actually
All right. Trey, you have this pencil. All right. Do you think he's making a good choice to be a good citizen or a bad choice if he's writing on
Bad choice.
A bad choice. So how could Trey be a better community member or a better citizen? He could not draw on our pencil holders. And why, Trey, would drawing on our pencil holder be a bad way to be a citizen? Who does this belong to? It belongs to Miss Cassidy in the school, doesn't it? Alright.
It's because it's property.
So if we're not writing on paper like we're supposed to, and we write on school property, that's kind of being a bad citizen of our community, isn't it? Because that's not respecting property, which we talked about. Alright, so now I want you guys to think, and give me a thumbs up if you have an idea of ways you could be a helper and serve our classroom community by being a good citizen. Because I need your ideas, and then maybe we can make those up. Alright, so think about it. Give me a thumbs up if you have a way that you could help our classroom and be a good citizen and serve others. Okay? Boston, what way could you help others and help serve our classroom?
So, like if somebody was like writing on the table or something, writing on the pencil holder, and you probably would go tell the teacher.
That's right. You could go tell the teacher if you saw someone doing that. Cayenne?
If you see someone who's standing on the table, you tell a teacher.
You could tell the teacher, because that would be serving our classroom community by keeping everyone safe, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because if you're sitting on the table, you could fall off and hurt yourself or hurt others. And that wouldn't be a good community member and a good citizen.
If you're standing on the table, you get hurt. And that was on the school property.
Yeah. All right. Kamani, what's one way you could help serve and help our classroom?
Somebody walk downstairs and they stand on the table, they would get hurt.
They would get hurt, so you could remind them that that's not safe, right? What about serving others? When we read our books together this morning and you were in partners, how did you serve each other, Paven? How did you help your partner and serve your partner when you were reading today? Did you have to help them sound out a word or something? No? Well, I know Cayenne and Trey did today. They did a nice job. Trey, can you tell us what you did to help Cayenne out?
I was sounding words out.
That's right. Trey, when Cayenne was having a little bit of a trouble with a word, he would give her the sounds, and then she could blend the word together. So he was serving others. All right, so now,
I got one.
oh, what's your idea, Cayenne?
If somebody is raising their hand and somebody is just like showing people in their faces.
Yeah, that's a way, that would be a bad citizen choice instead of a good choice. All right, hang on. We're going to get started on our work. That way we can get done before lunchtime, okay?
And then we're going to do regular math after.
No, then we're going to go to lunch. All right, so here's what we're going to do today. You're going to draw a picture in this nice little box. Hey, body basics, please. Of how you can be a good citizen in our classroom community. How can you help others? How can you serve others? All right? Then on the back of this page, if you stay in Miss Cassidy's room, we're going to write a word telling what's going on in your picture. Right? So maybe you could write read or something like that. If you go to Miss Phillips' room, you're going to write a sentence about what's going on in your picture. So if you go over to Miss Phillips' room for reading groups, you'll write a sentence. And if you go to Miss Olivia's room, you guys are going to try to get 2 sentences about how you're helping your classroom and being a good citizen, okay? 1 second. Hey, sitting by basics. So I'm going to get these passed out. You're going to get your name on them. You can draw your picture in pencil, but you also have crayons to color it in.
What side is on?
You're drawing on the side that I've put up.
What are we gonna do, Reggie? We're not asking him.
We'll put it in. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
What? No. Can we draw away?
You should have this. You should find that ID number, and she should be there with us. All right, make sure you add a lot of details so we can tell what's going on in your picture. And then you have to use at least 5 colors when you start coloring it in. Okay, then I'm going to go around and start helping you. I'll check in on what you're going to talk about, and we'll help you with any kind of words or sentences that you might need help with, okay?
But why do we have to write 2 sentences when we get in this video?
Because that's part of our first grade, getting you ready for next year.
Then why do they get to write 1 sentence?
We're getting ready too.
We're ready.
Remember our story, we have a late boomer. Remington, where's your chair at? Jay, start drawing a picture. How are you going to help and serve others in your classroom? Think about it. If you need help and I'm helping someone else, you can ask someone else at your table. Let's see. How are you going to help others and serve in the classroom? No, color it in and crayons.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do it.
Draw. You have that whole box to use on the back. Yeah. It is.
Oh, come on. Ooh, play with the hand. Do you know how to spell play?
Alright, think about it. Now come back to me. Alright, Nyla, how are you going to help people and help serve in your classroom?
You just help somebody too.
Words? Well, how can you help our classroom to be a better classroom and be a better community? So, make sense? Okay. Can you write that on the back? I'll make. Take over that picture in. And there's more than 2 people in our classroom. I know.
What are you doing? I'm so like,
Hey, just make one big picture. Alright, Grayson, how are you going to help our classroom be a better community? No. How do you help others? You get so hard. You can help clean up, even if it's not yours, right? Alright, so let's write that and draw your picture. Start writing friends, Jace. F-R. Yep, you're writing it. I. What letter is that? And then
that would have something in it.
Keep that on your face. You can stop writing.
There you go. Now keep drawing your picture and add some colors. Make it bright and colorful. Remy, where's your colors?
I don't have a color. This one.
Well,
I want my color.
This summer, I'll take it home and
It's my friend Gavin wants to learn how to do a backflip.
Well, somebody broke a pencil.
Showing him the up on it, so you
is he in our classroom?
know.
How can you help our classroom and serve in our classroom? How'd you have Grayson this morning? Yeah, so you can draw that. That's a good way to serve others. Yeah, that works. Not a backflip though. You and Tom can work on math together. Or reading. Oh, okay. Today. We'll talk about that another day. Yeah, now clean. Okay, keep thinking. Keep going. Okay. Now write your sentences about it. Alright, Dominic, so what are you helping or doing? Alright, can you add some color in there? Someone have your color? I'll be there in a second.
Also, I'm sharing an umbrella.
So what's this? Okay, both of them. Did you write on the back? Okay, we'll write on the front.
I will. I have the wheel. Where am I
Did you write your sentences? Hey, you need to write your sentences. I know you know how to write it out. You know, come back and check on me. Okay, what? Think about it. Now about your picture. Katie, did you think of something? Sound it out.
Mrs. Cassidy. You never say this umbrella. It's an umbrella with 2 sticks.
That's a good idea, isn't it?
What color is his shirt? What color is his hair?
So besides play together, you can share. You think you might share? With your friends.
Yeah.
Okay, so say, I will play. Them. Those are all sight words. I will play with them. Every single one of those words are up there on our sight words. Right?
Okay. So can you write that on the back? Lights up on the wall. Yeah, lights up there on the wall.
I'll be Maya today.
Funny, Sound it out. Try your best. Boston, what did you figure out?
I figured out almost something, but I
Okay.
don't think so.
What sound do you hear next?
Okay, got it done. Now I just need to draw my friends.
Let's start a sentence first. How about that? And then you can go back to the. Nice work. You have 2 sentences.
I did 2,
Okay, I'm gonna come check yours in just a second. Remember, I told you I'd be back. Sound it out. You can do it. Pick up.
Oh, you have to do
All right, now draw your picture and color it in. Don't spell 2. It's 2 vowels.
It's just a sound.
2 Ooh, there you go. Now keep writing. I like it. Then you can go back to coloring your picture. Sound it out. Oh, okay. I will be a good boy. I will play with them. Hey, Rena. That's a good way to spell it.
You have to go up. Make 2 F's. Instead of 1 F, put 2 F's.
We have about 30 more seconds. Guess what? We have about 30 more seconds, and then you can tell me all about it. Okay?
How do you spell it?
Oh, okay.
If you're finished, start cleaning up your mess.
There you go. Dominic.
How do you spell how, Mr.
Oh, you should know that one. That's one of our sight words we've worked on. And it's also on our wall.
That bite is.
A bite is. Right here.
Where's how?
Have a seat in your chair. Go have a seat in your chair. All right, ready? All right, ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, if you're not quite done with your sentences or your picture, that's okay. We can come back to it later. Go ahead and put your pencil in your pencil holder, your crayons, put them up. I know. I'm gonna let you tell us what you wrote about. Nice. It says to do a backflip. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's go. Get those crayons put away, your pencils up. We can come back to them later. We're going to share what we learned about being a good citizen, how we can serve our classroom community. Okay, Vincent and Body Basics, put your crayons up. And then we're going to be a good audience. Because being a good audience while others are speaking in our classroom is being a good citizen and being a good member of our classroom community. So I'm looking for people in Body Basics to start to tell us about their pictures. Bailey, can you tell us what you're going to help our classroom community achieve? So being a good citizen is helping others up. That is a great idea. That's a good way to serve others. Boston, we're being respectful of learning and to the other members of our community by sitting in body basics, and you'll get your chance. All right, Dominic, what is your...
That was me helping Boston up.
So you're going to help others up as well. Very nice. Kamani, what did you write about helping and serving in our classroom?
Having the standing of the table and I was saying
So Kamani wrote about keeping others safe. That's a good way to be a good citizen in our classroom community. Paven, what did you write about?
a site was fell down.
A site work fell down. So you did what? Picked it up. So she was picking up things that weren't even hers. That's a good way to be a good citizen. Remy, what did you draw about? You're helping others out too? All right. Jace, how are you going to be a good citizen in our classroom?
Get more friends.
Get more friends. So he's going to make friends. That is a good way, because a community is going to be better if we're all friends and working together, right? So that's a good idea. We're getting to you. Nyla, what did you write about?
Helping people read.
Nyla wrote about helping others read. So that's a good way to be a good citizen. Grayson, what did you write about? Grayson's helping pick up as well. Guys, these are some really good ideas. Boston, tell us about yours.
So, at school, I'm teaching Dawn the basics, how to do a backflip.
All right. Well,
Here's my picture.
that's a nice picture. That's one way we can help others, is teaching others some new things, right? All right, Cayenne, tell us about what you're going to do in our classroom community to be a good citizen.
So, when somebody was lonely and didn't have a friend to play with, I just played with them.
You played with them, and what else are you doing here?
I
Which-
shared the
Hey, Dominic.
umbrella. I shared my umbrella with them.
Yeah, so a good way to be a good citizen in our classroom community is to share with each other. Sometimes we have to share our crayons and scissors, don't we? All right, Trey, last one. What's our... You're going to help people up? All right. Guys, those are all great ways to be a classroom citizen. So Miss Cassie and I, we're going to keep watching and see if you guys are doing that stuff in our classroom. All right?
And like do all the other stuff.